Normally I'm quick to switch up my playlist. I might unpack my bag and I'm safe.
Hey beautiful, welcome back to another video. And if you're new here, my name is Atia, and go ahead and press that subscribe button and also that bell notification so you can be notified every time I post. If you're returning, welcome my sweet beauty. Judging by the title, you already know what's going on in today's video. Something a little different. We're gonna do like a story time. I don't know how my background is. If it's kind of loud, it's because I'm at an event with Bryce to look at the Super Mario Brothers at a school. So we're just waiting for that. He's up at the front, a little up there. So I just thought maybe I can just, you know, try to start my video a little bit. This is a story time of how I ended up in a jail cell. So I'm gonna just go ahead and start off. But before I start this video, I do want to thank y'all for 100 subscribers. Thank y'all so much for 100. That's a small milestone. We did it, and I appreciate all my supporters that helped me along the way. I don't have long, so I probably won't be able to record this entire video. When I finish, it'll probably be dark outside, but hey. So for a special supporter, for those of you that do support me and that watch my full videos, I have something for you. This is a Bath and Body Works gift card, and throughout my story time, I'm going to be giving you the pin and the card number to this gift card. I'm not going to tell you how much is up there. You're just going to have to pay attention to the video and make sure that you get all of the numbers and the pin as well, so that you can use the gift card. This is my gift from me to you, just to say thank you, just a little token to say thank you for supporting me and just hanging with me, you know, through it. I told y'all I was going to take y'all with me on this journey, and the higher we get, the more I'm going to give back to y'all. I love y'all sweet beauty so much, and like I said, even though it's 100, to me it's a lot. Like, that is a huge accomplishment, and I'm proud of us. Not just me, I'm proud of us. We did that, because I want to say the last videos I had like 98 subscribers, maybe 97, and now we're up to like 107. Let me check. Okay, 108. So yes, we doing the damn thing. Like, we getting there. And then next is 200, 300, 400 till we get to 1K, because we on the road to 1K. Okay? Okay. So make sure you tell your grandma, your sister, your cousin, your cousin, your cousin, sister, your grandma, mama, daddy, sister, brother, uncle, great aunt, great cousin, great niece, nephew that I posted a new video. Tell them to subscribe and hit that bell notification so they can be notified every time I post. I love y'all, my sweet beauty. So let's get into the video. Alright, so first, should I go ahead and give y'all a number? I don't know if I should start it or not, because I only have 11 minutes to tell the story, and I feel like it's gonna take me longer than 11 minutes to tell the story. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna go stand in line with Bryce, and then I'm gonna get back with y'all. Don't be mad at me when I come back it's dark outside. Don't be mad, okay? I'll be back. Love y'all. Here with Bryce Carter, and we're having a movie night. We are watching, what was it? Mario Brothers. So we just in line waiting for them to open the doors and enjoy ourselves.
I'm excited.
You excited? You got something to tell them?
Make sure you like, comment, hit that bell notification to be notified every time we post. Don't forget to subscribe. Okay? Don't forget.
That's it.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you didn't tell them about the 108?
We finally have 108 subscribers. subscribing and commenting and hitting the bell, hitting the thumbs up.
Thank you for all the support, like all of it. We love y'all.
We love you a lot. Thank you. You helped us get to 108 subscribers. So thank you a lot.
Okay, my sweet beauties, I am back. Hopefully y'all can see me good. It is nighttime. I told y'all it would be, but I got my wine and I got my hookah. I'm not driving, I'm just sitting in the car. And it's gonna be a vibe while we tell this story, okay? Got too much going on. How I'm gonna hold the hookah, tell the story, and all that at the same time. Oh wow, my phone just died. Ain't that a bit BITCH? Let's get into it. Alright, so basically, long story short, I guess to sum it all up, I had a friend that I was friends with from high school, I think since like the 9th grade. Alright, this is a lot, y'all. This is it's a lot, y'all. It's a whole lot. So I don't know if I'm just gonna screen record as I do it or what. I didn't even realize that it was so much. But basically, okay, so I had a friend. So well, really it was 3 of us, but one of them, I'm not really gonna talk too much about her because she never was really my friend. You know, she chose her side, she on this side. I mean, it just is what it is. But we were the 3 musketeers, and I reached out to both of them, basically telling them that, you know, I wasn't really feeling the friendship because our friendship was more so based off of clubbing and going out, and that was pretty much it. Like, it was no real sisterhood there. And they basically both said they was gonna do better, and nothing was done. So eventually I started to pull back. I started to distance myself. And at the time, the friend that I'm talking about, at the time, she wasn't close with her mama. Her mama was, I want to say at the time, maybe 40. I don't know. But her mama was kind of like that mama that didn't act her age. She acted like she was our age. And the friend felt some, let's call her, we're gonna call her Marie. So basically, Marie felt like her mama, which we're gonna call the mama, what we gonna name the mama? Becky. Yeah, Becky. That's a good name. Alright, so Marie wasn't getting along with Becky, which is her mother. Becky was the type of mother that didn't act her age. She was out clubbing, getting drunk, passing out, people having to carry her home, like that. She was that kind of mama. So when I distanced myself from Marie, for some odd reason, me and the mama ended up getting tight. And during this time, we both were looking to move to a new place. So what we did was we ended up finding a place. It's a 4-bedroom house. We ended up finding a place, got a place together as roommates, to where, you know, we'll split everything 50-50, whatever the case may be. Alright, so once we did that, it was just like a whole bunch of opinions. He say, she say. Everybody had something to say, but they were saying it to other people. They weren't saying it to me. Alright, so I got this text message from Marie that says, I miss you, Tia. We have been so distant for a while now, and I just want us to get back to where we were. I am here for you. No, okay, pause. Let me go back to when I initially sent that text message basically saying how the friendship was not friending. It was no sisterhood. I lost my dad. My daddy was murdered 2 days after Christmas 2015. When that happened to me, nobody was there for me. Like, nobody checked on me. Like, I went into a deep dark depression. I started dancing. Like, I wasn't myself. I moved to Vegas. Like, it was just a whole escapade. Like, nobody was there. Like, literally nobody was there for me. Like, I went through that by myself. The grieving, like the denial, just all of that. I went through it alone. So, back to the message. I miss you, Tia. We have been so distant for a while now, and I just want for us to get back to where we were. I'm here for you no matter what you're going through. I just want us to talk how we used to. I miss that so much. I know I haven't been the best, going through my own shit. We both have our own lives, but I miss us being a part of each other's lives like we were before. You are my bitch, Tia, and I love you. If you need some space, I understand. I know you have your own problems, but I also want you to know that I love you and always will. And whenever you want to talk and vent, I am here. I was a bit absent from your life last time you went through a lot, and I won't let it happen now or for it to go so long before we actually talk. Just hope I can get some type of response. Okay, so like at this point, I had already distanced myself. Like, it had already been probably like 4, 5, 6 months at this point. Me now, I probably would have received this message differently than I did then, because then I had already washed my hands with the relationship, the friendship, to where like it was done. It was no going back, because I had buried my daddy, got back with my ex, walked in on my ex having sex with his baby mama. Like, it was like before I could get over one thing, like another thing was happening, and then that's what pushed me to like run away and move to Vegas. I had a friend that lived in Vegas, and I went there thinking that I was gonna start this whole nother life and forget about everything that happened here at home, which wasn't the case. But looking at hindsight now, I probably would have received this message a lot differently with the woman that I am today, but that's neither here nor there. So I responded with, honestly, this is a lot, y'all. This is like a lot. Like, what the fuck? I really don't even want to read all of this because it's so much. You can't even see. It's so much. But I said, honestly, I don't know how to respond to this or what exactly to say. Our friendship has been changing for a very long time, and it was just more so of me pulling myself back a little bit at a time, but more and more, a little bit at a time, but more and more. But really what put the icing on the cake and made me look at you different was when we got the place and you had more hate than genuine happiness. Whatever issues you had with your mom, you can't take that out on me. When you got your place, I was homeless, but I still was overly excited for you because I was happy that you got your own regardless of what my situation was. But when it came to me, every time I turned around, someone is saying you said this and that, and you said this and that negative to say. I felt that if you were my friend and you had a problem with my living situation with your mom, you should have came to me instead of talking amongst everybody about it. So I just really stepped back from you because it's like with the path I'm trying to follow in life, sometimes you drain me with your energy. You are so negative and complain about just everything. And through the course of our friendship, I have always been there for you, big or small. I may have missed a couple birthdays because I had to work, or a couple turn-ups or drunken nights, but whenever you needed me, I was always there for you. And your daughter. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to block her name out if I can. And you never had to ask, and I never expected anything in return, no matter what it was, because you were my sister, and I was going to always try to help you, even if I didn't have it. But it got to a point where our friendship got really one-sided. Even after I had to sit down with you and we're gonna call her. We not even gonna call her. You and the other friend. Letting y'all know my concerns on our friendship and how it was solely based on turning up and there was no compassion for our friendship. Y'all said y'all was gonna try and do better, but it didn't change. And it's a lot I want to do with my life. And if I feel someone doesn't have the same interest or just trying to at least be some type of encouragement, what is the purpose of having a relationship? Almost every big thing that I went through in my life, you weren't there. And it's not like I look for anything, but I can't even remember a time or the last time you said, hey, let's get a bite to eat, or let's just go walk the park and talk. It's like I lost that bond that I had with you. It's like the last year and a half, I don't even know you. And I know I've changed due to things that I have bypassed in my life. But I can be the lost, I think I'm trying to say, but I can be an understanding person. And one thing you can never say about me is I don't think of others. And one of my goals is to stop giving so much energy and time to people that are not willing to uplift me or themselves. We all have things to work on, but if we can't figure out how to make our friendship feel like a mutual loving bond, I don't know if it will ever be the same. Let's pause. So, alright, so for this Bath and Body Works gift card, the first three numbers is 600. Back to it. Alright, so her response was, the only thing that I did say about you living with my mom was that it was weird and awkward. I never said anything else about it. And I said that since you have started staying with my mom, we haven't really talked. You know the situation I had with my mom. You right. I should have came to you about it, but then I didn't want you to think that I wasn't happy for you or didn't want this for you. And that's my fault. But I was happy. You finally got your place. I just wasn't expected to be with my mom. I never once was hating on the fact that you do better than me. No matter what, I have always known for you to do better than me. And you know that. I would never hate on what you have or think just because your mindset is different than mine that I wouldn't be happy for you. And I know you have always thought and helped me out so much as you could. And I love you for that. None of us have tried to work towards this friendship because we never see each other. Or everyone doing their own thing. All I do is work and go home. I text group chat, you don't respond. I call, I get no answer. So at that point, I didn't even respond because it's like, you saying that you text the group chat. But at this point, it's been months to where like, it's no point in me responding because I ain't fucking with you. Alright, so that was that. So when me and Becky ended up getting the place together, right? That shit right there. Bad idea. Horrible idea. So I'll say within like 3 weeks of us moving into the place, this Becky was meeting guys off Tinder every week and bringing them to the house. Like, I want to say, in the time that I was living there, she brought at least like 40 different men there. So like after I say maybe like the 6 or 7 person, you know, I had a conversation with her like, Becky, look, I understand, you know, you stealing, you got your groove back, but you can't keep meeting these strangers on POF, you know, trying to hook up with them and giving them our address, bringing them to where my son lay his head at. So, you know, at first it's like, okay, yeah, I understand, you know, I'm gonna do better. Okay. I say that lasted for like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks tops. Then she was back at the same shit. So I'm like, Becky, like, what's going on? She told me, I pay bills here too. I'm grown. Okay, you grown, but my son lay his head here. You're bringing strangers here to fuck you. that you don't know. You giving strangers our address that you don't know. It's not just you. It's me, you, and him. So it got to a point, like, I didn't even really feel comfortable, like, bringing my son home to his own house. Like, I was having him stay at my grandma's house at nights because it was bothering me that so many people had our addresses, and if something was to happen, we wouldn't know who the fuck did it, because it's been so many damn niggas that done ran up in here. Like, I know the neighbors thought we was some prostitutes, but they was all coming there for her. I think I had one person come to that house the whole time that I lived there. One. And we won't humping. Like, so B, I'm a Gemini. It's really no in between with me. Either I'm at 0 or I'm at 1,000. I don't know how to be in the middle. I don't. You either gonna get the hey, hi babes, just to sweet me, or you gonna get that bitch. And when that bitch come out, you don't want to fuck with her. So I know me, so I say, you know what, I'm just gonna figure out what I'm gonna do to get the fuck out of here, and I'm just gonna stop communicating, like, period. Because if I keep talking to her, I'm gonna end up putting my hands on her, and I would hate to have to put my hands on somebody that's the same age as my mama. My mama didn't raise me like that. The next 3 numbers is 649. My mama ain't raised me like that. So I'm like, I gotta figure out me some moving arrangements. I text the landlord, you know, basically telling her what was going on, and that I wouldn't be able to stay in that lease for the 12-month duration. I just wouldn't be able to do it. It wasn't working. So she was just basically saying, like, you know, if Becky can pay the rent, and also too, Becky made 3 times more than what I made. Every time it was time to pay the rent, she never had it. So then I would pay the rent in full, and then you got to give it back to me. But by the time you give it back to me, I need that money to pay for something else. So the money was never going back into my account. It was like, I was the 40-year-old, she was the 20-something-year-old, and she was learning from me pretty much. That's how it was. Like, she was learning from me, and she'll tell people that, like, you think that's cute? You think that's cute? Nothing is cute about that. Nothing. But anyways, so when I text the landlord, she basically said, you know, if Becky can pay for all the, you know, the bills by herself, then we just both got to come in and sign me off the lease, or just send it in an email. So I'm like, okay, cool. Oh, now that I think about it, my name's still on that water. That water is still in my name. Well, it's in both of our names, but I need to handle that. Wow. Why am I just now remembering that? But anyways, so now at this point, you know, I'm trying to find, you know, somewhere to go, somewhere to move to, because I can't take it. Now I'm not speaking to her at all, like, to the point she'll say, like, Tia, have you seen a remote? And I'm like this. Like, I ain't heard nothing, like, I don't see nothing, like, because I can't talk to her, because I know me. Like, if I say something to you, I'm going to put my paws on you. Ain't no in between. So for a while, like, it was no communication. Like, and it probably was childish of me, but really I was trying to spare her. So once I had, you know, I had my, you know, put my ducks in a row, I had started moving. She didn't know, because the way that the house was set up is, when you walk in the door, it's 1 bedroom downstairs to the left, which was her bedroom. Upstairs, all the bedrooms were mine. So I had my room, Bryce's room, and then like a lounge. So with that, all of them, all the rooms were upstairs. So she never really knew. Hey, she never really knew what you know I had upstairs or what was going on upstairs unless she went upstairs. So little by little, like whenever she was at work, you know, I would take stuff and pack it and move it out because I was trying to do it, you know, in the most peaceful way as possible. We had already had a conversation about her touching my stuff. Like, we had a conversation about that. And I let her know, like, you know, don't touch my stuff. If it ain't yours, don't touch it. I don't care if it's a piece of lint. Don't touch my stuff. So, all this is petty now that, like, looking at hindsight and I'm telling the story, it's all really, really petty. But I was younger, too. But it won't just me. It won't just me. The next 3 numbers is 611. Alright, so I had majority of my stuff out. You know, I still had some trash and stuff up there. And I had just like different stuff in different rooms. I was gone for probably, I said 4 days. I was, you know, getting situated in a new place. And when I came back, the friend, Marie, she was moving in. Maybe like, I don't know, I could be exaggerating. It might have been a little more than 4 days, maybe a week. When I came back, Marie was moving in, her and her daughter. So they took all my stuff from my bedroom, Bryce's bedroom, and the middle bedroom, and combined it all in one room, like a storage unit. So, hey, how you doing? So, why are you touching my stuff? Why? So, I told y'all, there's no in between with me. I'm either 0 to 0. I'm either at 0 or 1,000. And mind y'all, this time when I came back to the house, I was actually getting the rest of my things. I had my cousin with me to get, you know, majority of the rest of the stuff. So when I get there, she done moved like all these stuff in there, you know, and my stuff is in the bedroom that was Bryce's, and it was all like packed up like it was a storage unit. So that's where the first problem came in. Then, sorry, my neighbor's right here, all in my mouth. Alright, so now I'm furious. I'm furious as hell, because why the fuck is y'all touching my stuff? I had the shit separated to where I wanted it. Ain't nobody tell y'all to touch my shit. So now I'm going down, now I went downstairs like, I thought I told you not to fucking touch my shit. So I start throwing Marie shit down the steps. She had the TV on the table. I threw that shit across the floor. Broke the TV. They weren't doing nothing. Like, nobody was saying anything. Like, they're just sitting there, like, just sitting there. So now y'all pissing me off because Marie, that was my train to go friend. That was that friend that was always ready to fight with me. But now that it's me against you sitting there like... So now I'm getting mad because where all that rah-rah at now? Like, I need that rah-rah from you. Like, I want you to try me. But you ain't even doing that. So they were cooking, right? They was cooking some asparagus and something else. I don't remember the other 2 sides. I don't remember the other stuff that they was cooking. So I'm like, man, these bitches, I got to get something out of these bitches. Like, I got to get something out of them. The next 3 numbers is 717. So what I do, I go to the stove. I took the pan of asparagus and I was like, y'all bitches eat this shit off the floor. I poured it on the floor. So now Becky comes. She wants to be Billy Badass. She said, oh, hell no. And she did like this. And she swung. But when she swung, it went like this. It missed my face. Oh, you swung. You swung on me. You should have made sure they connected, and you should have made sure you dropped my ass. Cause now it's time to go. It's time to go. So what I do, I go to work. And you know what, like, in that moment, like, after, because I waited till my cousin went outside to do this, because I didn't want nobody to say nobody got jumped or none of that. Like, it's just me. And after the fact, like, once I was done, and Becky, her mama, her nose was bleeding so bad. Like, I felt so bad in that moment. Like, to the point I called my mama the next day and I apologized to my mama on her behalf. Like, cause I didn't have, my pride was too strong for me to call her and apologize that I fucked her face up like that. So I just called my mama and apologized to my mama, because you didn't raise me like that to be putting my hands on nobody's mama. But the bitch had me fucked up. She did. Okay. So, that's that. So my cousin, okay, so now I'm mad, I'm pissed. I'm yelling to the top of my lungs, like, Becky is a whore. Becky is a prostitute. She got STD. She got chlamydia. She got gonorrhea. Childish, mad, just yelling all types of shit to the neighbors, like, going off. So I end up packing the rest of the stuff and leaving. And when I leave, we see a police officer and we see a K9. So I tell my cousin, I'm like, call that bitch and tell her, and you know, basically like telling her to see if they called the police. So my cousin texts Marie, which is my ex-friend, the daughter of the mama. Okay, wait, let me back up. Okay, so when I was fighting Becky, Marie didn't do nothing but, wait, guys, stop. No, like, she ain't do nothing. I don't give a damn who you are. You not gonna fight my mama in front of my face. You not. My mama not fighting, period. You not even gonna disrespect my mama. Think you about to disrespect my mama in front of me. Period. So that right there, I lost all respect for her, because you should have been trying to fuck me up for putting my hands on your mama. That's what you should have been trying to do. Cause why would, and then your mama bleed and all that, and you still you ain't even give me a lick or nothing, like, nothing. I don't understand, because the bitch go hard. It's supposed to anyway. I guess that's just like a pick and choose type of thing. But anyways, my cousin, she texted Marie and was like, why? So y'all some police assholes. Why y'all call the police? So she like, nobody called the police. We didn't call the police, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, all right, okay, then we good. The next three numbers is 123. So I'm like, all right, we good. Man, I'll say maybe 3 days later, I'm driving, I'm about to go get me some smoke. And I made a left. Okay, so I'm at the light, and when the light turned green, I made a left, and I was coming down the street. I looked, okay, so I'm coming down the street. I see this police officer to my right in a parking lot. When I looked at the police officer, I see the speed limit sign that say it said 25 or 35. No, I think it said 25. I look down at my speedometer, I'm going 45. So I'm like, oh shit, because I'm in a city that they gonna pull you over. Ain't no letting you go. So I'm like, oh shit, she got me. Once I seen her, I just went ahead and pulled over. She pulled out of the parking lot, came right behind me. Asked me for my license, my registration. But for some reason, when she pulled me over, she was at her car for a little bit too long. Like, I was sitting here waiting for her for like 15 minutes. She on the phone. So I'm like, okay, maybe she checking on her kids or something. Like, you know, maybe they called, I don't know, her husband called her or something. So now at this point, I'm getting a little anxious. Because, like, what in the world are you doing? Give me double tickets or what? So the lady come back to the car and she like, miss, you have a warrant for your arrest. So I switched real quick. I'm like, a warrant for my arrest? For what? She was like, for domestic violence and assault. No, she said no, not domestic violence. She said for assault and battery. So I'm like, assault and battery? How? Where? So she told me the city. So I'm acting stupid. Like, I don't know, you know, what's going on, but I already know. So when she say that, she like, I'm not gonna take you in. I ain't gonna give you no ticket. But if you get pulled over again, I am gonna note that I pulled you over. If a police officer get behind you, they're gonna arrest you in whatever city you in and transport you to the jail where you have a warrant at. So I'm like, man, what the entire fuck? Like, what the fuck? The last four of the gift card is 0760. 0760. 600-649-6 600-649-611-717-123-0760. So so I ended up having to turn myself in. I think I waited till like, I think this was like a Saturday. I waited till Monday to turn myself in because, of course, you know, if you turn yourself in or if you go to jail on a Friday or the weekend, you're going to stay there till Monday. So I end up turning myself in or whatever. And the magistrate gives me, you know, the claim of everything that she said that I did. She was like, I gave her lacerations and I split this, I split that, I did this, I did. It was way more than what I really did. Because I ain't even do you in the way I really wanted to. Because once I like came to and seen all that blood, it kind of like, it stopped me. Like, you don't need to go full force on her. Like, no, that ain't what we doing. Like, I came to realization, like, what I was really doing. Because when I fight, I black out. Like, I don't give a fuck. So at this point, I'm like, this bitch really pressed charges on me. Like, which she probably should have. She probably, looking at hindsight, she probably should have. And then, bitch, you gonna let your mama press charges on me? Like you ain't let me do her in. What? Okay. And this way it get dirty at y'all, because it's fucked up what I did, but I had to do what I had to do, like, to get them charges dropped. So, since she came up with her story and had added her little razzle-dazzle, I did the same thing. But the only difference was I said they jumped me. So, what that mean? Now Marie got to turn herself in. So once we get to court, once it's time for us to go to court, Marie not there because Marie had to turn herself in. And now Becky just like, nah, I just want to drop the charges. I bet you do. I bet you fucking do. This just goes to say, y'all, be careful who y'all roommate with. Make sure you know that person. Make sure you know their habits. I mean, I knew she was a hoe. I mean, I knew how she was. I just didn't expect for her to be meeting all those guys off of apps and online and just giving them the address willy-nilly. Like, why you ain't going to them? And then on top of that, like, you made good money. You sit here messing with all these bums that ain't got no job. Come on, girl. Come on. What is you doing? But yeah, that's my story time, y'all. I got a lot of crazy stories, but I'm not sure if I'm really a good storyteller. So y'all let me know in the comments below if y'all like this story, if y'all want me to tell y'all some more stories. I'm transparent. I'm gonna tell you what I did wrong. I'm gonna tell you where I went wrong, what I could have did differently, because that was fucked up what I did. Like, it was fucked up, but I had to do what I had to do. I'm not having no DV on my record. Especially when you fucking antagonized me. You pushed me to that. Like, you pushed me. Like, I tried to refrain from that. But I antagonized her too, because I ain't had to throw this asparagus on the floor talking about eat it off the floor and stuff like that either. What did I expect? I wanted somebody to swing, because I wanted to fight. But they didn't. But that's my story time. If you made it this far and you're not subscribed, what are you doing? What are you doing? Or are you just watching this video because you know I'm giving you a gift card? If you are, that's fucked up. That's fucked up if that's what you're doing. I hope this gift card goes to one of my true supporters. I gave the card number in sections, and then I read it all the way through. So I hope that you catched it. I hope that you caught it. I got some news to tell y'all in a little bit. I'm not ready to really expose it yet, but I definitely have something to share with you guys. And yes, that's story time of how I end up in the jail cell. Basically, yeah, the charges was dropped. I don't have it on my record, and I just don't nobody fuck with nobody. I don't fuck with them, and that's just that. And for the most part, them bitches still where I left them at. Shame, shame, shame. I love you, my sweet beauties, and thank you for coming to another video. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for 100 subscribers. I really appreciate y'all. I'm very grateful. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And oh yeah, the pin to the card is 0934. Love you. And two, once you get the gift card and you use it, comment down below and let me know that it was you who won. I love y'all. Till next time. Peace.